Okay, it was. What's good, everybody? Rhetorical question, life. My name is Heavy Bree, and for those of you new to this channel, if it's your first time coming to this channel or your first time looking at this segment on my channel, this is Bre-View. And today I had a break, right? I had a break, and I decided that there was a movie theater right down the street from the truck stop that I'm at. Right now I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. And I decided that since I'm close to a theater and I'm taking this break, I decided that I was going to check out Deadpool and Wolverine, which is what this Bre-View is about today. And if you read the title, it wasn't a typo. It's not a over exaggeration. Yeah. He did it. He did his thing. But I'm gonna get into that in just a second. I just want to welcome you all to my channel. Thank you all for showing up. If you're wondering why I'm sweating like I'm not gonna say that. If you're wondering why I'm sweating so profusely, it's because the engine is off, and I didn't want to make a lot of noise while I'm recording this. I'm sweating for you guys. I'm putting myself through this for you guys and for the viewers. It's hot out here. I'm in Arizona. It's over 100 degrees, but I'm gonna try to make this one quick so that way I don't catch heat stroke, and that way I can go take me a shower, because I just walked back from the theater. It was right down the street. It's right down the street, literally like 10-15 minutes from where I'm at right now. That's why I was able to go watch this movie. That's why I was able to do all that, and that's why I'm able to give you this Bre-View for today. Thank you all for coming to my channel. How is your life going? Rhetorical question. It is amazing. All that good stuff. But let's get into it. So today's Bre-View is about Deadpool and Wolverine, directed by Shawn Levy, starring Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, with an assorted cast that I won't speak of because I don't want to spoil the movie. It's just a huge cast. Some of the people from the last movie, Monica Baracara and Brianna Hilden, I forgot her last name. Basically, most of the characters from the last movie, Dopender and Negasonic Teenage Warhead and her lover and Colossus, all come back. They're all back in this movie. If you guys have not seen the first two Deadpool movies, do yourself a favor before you watch this movie. Before you even watch this Bre-View, please pause this, go watch Deadpool and Deadpool 2. So that way you know what I'm talking about, because the characters from those movies all come back. Most of them come back, and they're in this one. And it's just the movie. It's just so I want to talk about how great it is, and I just want to talk about it. So, and I'm just gonna get into it. Okay, so Ryan Reynolds saves the MCU. All right, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman save the MCU. Yes, I know Hugh Jackman. If those of you don't know, Hugh Jackman, he played Wolverine forever. He's played Wolverine forever. This guy's in his 50s and he's still, doing his thing. And it's like crazy, man. It's like, how are you that jacked at 55 years old or however old you are, man? It's like, bro, I remember this guy came out. Wolverine was like, in good shape in the first movie, but this one, he seems to get swoller in every single movie, man. That HGH is a motherfucker. I don't know, man. It's, dude. So this time around, Wade Wilson, Deadpool, is, he is approached by the TVA, which, if you've been following recent Marvel, the TVA is it's this time authority. They're time authority who pretty much monitor all the timelines in the multiverse and in the MCU. And so these time cops. They show up, they to kind of like recruit Deadpool to be a part of the sacred timeline, because his timeline is going to be destroyed because of some unforeseeable events that I don't want to talk about. I'm already spoiling some of the stuff and everything. But anyway, Deadpool like gets approached by the TVA, and he has to try and save his timeline. And the only way to do that is to get Wolverine on his side. He needs Wolverine's help to help him save his timeline, okay? And that's all I'm going to tell you about it, because I can't really like go into the plot without spoiling some stuff, because oh my god, man, it's just from the beginning of the movie till the end of the movie, it's just a roller coaster, man. It's all the humor, all the crazy stuff, all the action, all the stuff. Like, I'm surprised the mouse did it. I'm surprised Disney allowed this to happen. I'm surprised Disney made this movie happen. The stuff that happens in this movie is just uncharacteristically Disney. MCU should do more movies like this. This is what the new standard for the MCU. For Marvel movies, this movie is the new standard, because I mean, it had the textbook MCU humor, it had the action, it had the drama. That's why these movies work. That's why most of these movies work, okay? I mean, for the most part, the MCU has been killing it for the last 20 years. And, you know, well, the last 18 years, like 20, 18, almost 20 years. It's been killing it for the last 20 years. And it's, you know, it's just because, like, they mix humor with action and drama. You take those three things, you add them together, and you hire a bunch of nerds who know the comics and know the lore and actually studied the lore and actually read the lore when they were kids. That's why this works, man. Because the people who are making these movies are people who grew up reading the comic books. They know the source material, and they know what the people, more importantly, what the fans want to see. That's what they want. That's what they want to see. And you know, and that's why movies like the Avengers and Thor and Captain America and X-Men and, you know, and Deadpool, why they work, because the people who write these movies, they care about the characters. They read about the characters when they were growing up. If you see a bad MCU movie, I'm not gonna name names, Marvels, it's because either these characters aren't that popular and people don't really care about those characters, and Marvel's like, and Disney's like, well, we need these characters to be out there, and because, you know, representation, that's nice, that's okay, that's cool, that's nice and everything, but at the same time, the reason why those movies aren't doing well is because nobody cares about those characters, okay? I mean, like, I'm not trying to hate on She-Hulk, but nobody really cares about She-Hulk like that. I mean, yeah, she was a Fantastic Four member. Yeah, she's in the Avengers, because everybody who's not an X-Men is in the Avengers, except Wolverine. But yeah, but that's a topic for another discussion. I need to hurry up so I don't die out here of heat stroke. But yeah, this movie, usually I talk about what these movies do right and what they do wrong. But like I said, with Bre-Views, I just review movies that I see and are worth reviewing. You know, I've seen movies recently that I don't really want to review because it's like, man. But like with this one, I have no real criticism for it besides fanfare. Like, what the hell is fanfare? Everyone says, oh, this movie's not great because all it does is just like, it relies off of the nostalgia of the original to get people to like it. Well, what's wrong with that? Giving the fans and the viewers what they want to see. Like with the last two Ghostbusters movies, I liked them, but a lot of people didn't like them. But critics were like, "Oh, it's just doing fanfare. It's just fan service to get people to like it." Nah, man, look, bro, like, do all the fanfare, okay? If it brings back that nostalgia, it makes people like the movie, then bring that in there. But anyway, yeah, what this movie does right is everything. From the humor to the action to the drama. This movie gets kind of dramatic and gets kind of like, you know, it kind of gets you in your feels, because, you know, like the nostalgia from, you know, growing up with Wolverine, and then what Deadpool's going through in this movie. It gets kind of dark, it gets deep, you know, but it also balances it out with a good amount of like action and humor. The humor is what this movie does right. This is what this movie does right, is the humor. The humor in this movie is like, it doesn't go over people's heads, and this movie is not for kids. It's not. It is not for kids. And that's why I'm surprised that MCU and Disney made a bold choice by making this movie rated R, you know? And by the way, they should make more rated R movies. Bring back The Punisher, okay? Disney, if you're watching this, you're probably not, because like I'm small fry right now, and probably will be for a long time. But bring back, if anybody from Marvel Studios or from Disney is watching this, or you hear about this, bring back The Punisher, okay? Like, that's what we want to see. Bring back if you can't put it into a movie, if you can't put him in movies, bring back the show. Call up John and bring him back to play the Punisher, because that's what we want to see. But this movie does a lot. It trashes. It respectfully trashes and makes fun of, like, you know, a lot of the stuff from Fox, a lot of the characters and movies from Fox, the Marvel movies from Fox and everything. It trashes it in a way where it's like not really trashing it, but it's like making, like, you know, poking fun at it and everything. Like, it's kind of rubbing it in our faces and everything, but it does it in a way where it's funny, you know? And you know, they don't, and like Hugh Jackman, he does a great job. The guy does a great job. He proves and shows us why he's been Wolverine for so long, and why he should do movies for like at least 2 more films. I think he should do 2 more films, because, like, I mean, like I said, he's in his 50s now, and you can't be, like, you know, out here just getting jacked like that. I mean, The Rock can, because he's The Rock, he's superhuman or something like that. But you know, as much as I would like to see Hugh Jackman do this until he's 90, like 3 more movies and he should be done. Like, and then we get somebody else to play Wolverine. They hint at like somebody who could play Wolverine in the future. But I'll let y'all watch that, and y'all like, and then y'all tell me, like, after y'all watch the movie, come back into this comments without spoiling it. Tell me what you think about Hugh Jackman's possible replacement, or in the comments down below, tell me who else could play Wolverine if Hugh Jackman were to retire. What else? My notebook. Usually have my notebook right here. Where the hell is it at? Sorry about that, y'all. Usually have my notes right here for these Bre-Views. I don't just, like, I know it looks like I'm just rambling, and I mostly am rambling and improving it and spitballing it. I don't have a script for this. I just usually just write down notes, and then I talk about those notes. So we talk about criticisms, we talk about the movie is, who this movie is for. Anybody. If you like good movies, if you enjoy the MCU, if you enjoy action movies, if you like a good laugh, if you like to, like, not take things seriously, or you're just looking to get out of the house and go see a good movie, this is a great movie to go out and see. You know, to gather your friends, gather your, you know, like, if you're going on a date and your date isn't one of those, you know, people who's like, I want to go see a rom-com or some shit, then like, yeah, go see that. This is a movie to go see. This is a date movie. This is a summer movie. This is a movie for, you know, people who love, you know, who enjoy the, like, if you like Deadpool 1 and 2, and then go see this movie. This is definitely a go see it movie. Usually I wait till the end to talk about this. This is a see it or skip it. No, this is a you should go see this movie. Okay, this one is actually in 3D. I didn't watch it in 3D because 3D does absolutely nothing for me. I don't know. I've seen movies in 3D and it does nothing for me. 3D movies do nothing for me. But yeah, this is like definitely a go see it movie. I'm cutting straight to the point. Go see this movie. And I had some more stuff, but yeah, like, so this movie, if y'all didn't know, X-Men belonged to Fox. Disney bought Fox. Now X-Men characters are going to start appearing in the MCU, and Deadpool is the first official movie where X-Men characters, main characters are, you know, a part of the MCU, and it's also the first R-rated movie in the MCU. And I hope that this will eventually lead to Avengers versus X-Men, which is a great storyline from the comic books. Like, most of the storylines in the MCU come from the actual storylines in the comic books, not just the characters, but the actual storylines, the plots from most of these movies that have came out, like Infinity Wars and Civil War and all the goods and the Skrull stuff, which they kind of dropped the ball on that Marvel and Secret Wars kind of screwed up the Scroll thing. The Scroll storyline was actually really good in the comic books, but I don't know, like Disney just had just ruin it. I don't know, they just ruined it. I couldn't even finish like Secret Wars or Secret Invasion, but yeah, man. Hopefully this movie will lead to Avengers versus X-Men, and like bring back James McAvoy, or if he's still coherent and well enough to do it, Patrick Stewart. Bring back those guys. Michael Fassbender as Magneto. Bring all those people back. Bring them back, and let's see a full X-Men movie for the MCU. The storyline they should go with, they should bring back the storyline they should go with, I would like to see, is Uncanny X-Men. The Uncanny X-Men storyline from the comic books. That's where the X-Men finally recruit Wolverine. Wolverine gets recruited into the X-Men, because before that it was Wolverine wasn't an original. Prior to what, contrary to what people believe, Wolverine wasn't an original member of the X-Men. It was originally Cyclops, Angel, Jean Grey, Beast, and Iceman. Those were the original five were the original five, and then Storm and Wolverine, Nightcrawler, and Rogue came later. But all the fun ones came later, like Gambit, all came later. Yeah, man. But this movie does a great job at getting us hyped for what's to come in the MCU, and I think X-Men becoming a part of the MCU is a breath of fresh air into this series. They're going to like the X-Men being a part of the MCU now is going to save Marvel. Ryan Reynolds has pretty much saved the MCU, and I hope that my hopes for him being in these new movies now is that he's gonna have cameo appearances in. It's not. I'm just I'm spitballing ideas. My hope is that Ryan Reynolds does what Stan Lee was doing, where Stan Lee appears, pops up and appears in random MCU movies. Like Stan Lee appeared when he was alive, appeared in almost every single MCU movie that came out. Every MCU movie that came out when he was alive, Stan Lee was in every single last one of them. And I hope that Ryan Reynolds will will replace. He can't replace Stan Lee. Nobody can replace Stan Lee. He's the Godfather. He created all this stuff. He gave us all these amazing characters. But I hope that Ryan as Deadpool will make random cameo appearances in random Marvel movies, as not just as Deadpool in full garb. Maybe occasionally he'll appear as Deadpool in full garb, but he randomly appears as Wade Wilson in random situations. Not all the time, but just in every other movie. Maybe in the X-Men related movies, he'll pop up and say some slick stuff, or just have no speaking lines and just randomly be in the background, and then you don't catch it until later. Wait, hold on, was that Deadpool, or was that Wade? Stuff like that, man. Just have him have random cameo appearances in all the X-Men movies. Yeah, but this movie gave me hope for the rest of the other MCU movies. And also, I'm also hyped for the new Captain America movie. I thought it wasn't gonna be, but I like Anthony Mackie as Captain America. Captain Falcon America, Captain Falcon. I like him as Captain Falcon, and I think that he, in his hands as Captain America, he's gonna do a great job. I think he is. And they showed a preview for that new one. If you haven't watched the new preview for Captain America: Brave New World, I think it's gonna really bring that serious tone to the MCU, but also while maintaining that humor and the humor and the drama that we all like, the signature drama and humor that we all love in these movies. But yeah, so getting to the point, this movie's a go see it, go check it out. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds saved the MCU. X-Men are now officially a part of the MCU now, and Hugh Jackman's probably he might end up doing Wolverine. He might do Wolverine until he's 90. Who knows? I don't know. Shoot, the way he was, his performance in the movie was just amazing, and the whole cast even the villain, the main villain chick, she was you know, she was a cold piece too, man. She wasn't boring and your typical, like she she fit right in with the whole crazy gory, messed up vibe that is Deadpool, that is the Deadpool movies. And you know, I hope to see more characters like this, and I hope to see more, you know, of what the MCU has to offer, because I think now that MCU is taking more, Disney's taking more risk, and you know, taking more they're now that they're just like pushing the envelope with these movies, I think it's gonna save the MCU. Most of the people who saw the original Avengers when they were like 10 and 12 years old, they're all like 20 something now. So that fan base is still alive and in effect. Like, I saw early showing of this movie, and some of the people who were in there, there weren't no kids in the movie theater. It was all like 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds and stuff like that. I saw like 2 or 3 kids who were probably like teenagers, but like the movie looks like it's gonna be, with the direction that Disney is going with these movies, I'm excited. I am now my interest in the MCU has been reignited, and I hope to see way more cool stuff. Bring back Punisher. Peace and blessings. Have a prosperous day. Go see Deadpool and Wolverine. It's worth it. Peace and blessings. Have a prosperous day. Have a great weekend.